My name is Kainton the Genius, and today we are going to continue with plotting in RStudio. So this is eventually what we are going to develop, this interactive plotting, plotted graphs. So it's 3D plotting we are talking about, and we are going to be looking at installing the packages because there are packages we are going to need, creating the plot using scatterplot 3D, using plot 3D, and adjusting the plot properties. All right, let's get started. Let me put away this presentation. Also, please subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe, you motivate me to keep making these lessons. And also, if you subscribe, you don't miss an update. And if you have any challenges, let me know. So please click on the subscribe button below to subscribe to my channel. Alright, the first package you want to install is called Scatterplot 3D. Well, there's another package called RGL. So one way to find packages is to go to packages at this point and just look for Scatterplot 3D. Scatterplot 3D, you can see it right here. So one thing you can do, you can just, let's get back here. Go to packages and find it. So click on it and just click on install. Click on install. I've already done that and you have it installed. The next package is called RGL. Let me type it here and see if we can have it RGL. So you can see RGL is already installed, but in case you don't find it here, because you might not find it, it's called 3D visualization using OpenGL. Just go to say install the packages and you specify RGL. I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it a second time. All right. So after doing these two installations, then just say require scatterplot 3D, and also say require RGL. So those are the two things you need to do, and we are good to go. So we are also going to be using the iris dataset. Remember, the iris dataset is made up of 5 columns and 150 rows. So we can just look at it. Okay, iris. So you can see at this point. So we are trying to plot this tree. Sepal length, sepal width, and petal width. All right. So let's start by using the scatterplot 3D because that one is a bit easier. The second one, which is plot 3D, is for visualization or interaction or creating an interactive plot. All right, so let's start. You can say scatterplot 3D, and just specify iris and then all the rows from column 1 to column 3. Alright, so see how easy it is to create a 3D plot. Again, you can use other properties or attributes. For instance, you want to make it solid, so you can say PCH equals 16, right? 16 is okay. So, and also you can say color. So you can specify color equals blue or red, anyone you want to use. Let me try to do something. If I say col equal to red is also the same thing. Col is equal to red, color is equal to red. So I could say color equals as dot integer. I just use species. Yeah. So let me see if this works. So it actually does not work at this point. So we can use do the same thing we did at the other point. So you can say colors equals C. We specify red, blue, and green. Okay, so object. Okay, so I'm mixing up so I actually use braces here. All right, so it's going to be like this. So you now say colors. So at this point you say gets. So you can at this point you can now say as dot integer and say species iris species. All right. So at this point, you can now use the colors here. So colors is equal to colors, okay. And then I close. All right. So at this point, we've changed the colors of the three items. So this is how to use scatterplot 3D. You can try other things. Let's say I can use help to check what other things I can do. Scatterplot 3D. So this is the help. So we have arguments, color, we have PCH, we have sub, and a few other things. So you can try all these things by yourself. One thing you can try to do is to use maybe box. So let's try to use box. Box equal to true. So it doesn't change a thing, and let's try to use grid equal to true. It doesn't change anything as well. All right. So at this point, we want to now use the next package, and that is we want to create an interactive plot that will be able to animate. So in that case, we are going to be using plot 3D. So you simply say with, can actually say plot 3D, and you specify your data set, which is iris data set, and we want to take all the rows and from column 1 to 3. Yeah. All right. So we have this plot has been created for us. The good thing about this plot is it's really interesting because it's an interactive plot. So you can use it for visualization. As you can see, you can visualize your plot. But let's not stop here. Let's adjust it to make it look a bit better. So I'm going to say with iris okay, so with iris so plot 3D. Then at this point I'm going to specify the data set, iris data set, so beginning from all the rows from column 1 to 3. So let's run it first. So we have exactly the same thing we have before. Okay, so now we are going to try to change something. Let's try to say plot 3D. So let's try to say type equal to S. I think that is it. So let's see what we have. Oh, see what we have here. Okay, finally, we want to now change the color as well. So let's see. So I'm going to come here and say colors. The color. I think it should be color. Call is equal to blue. Okay, let's see how it goes. So it doesn't change. So I think it should be color is equal to blue. Color is equal to blue. So it actually doesn't change. So let's come back here. So let's say I think I'm making a mistake. So actually I should be saying this inside this plot 3D function here. So I'm going to come here and say color equal to blue. All right. So at this point, I should have, let's see, call equal to blue. Yeah. So this is what I expect. All right. So now we have it plotted in blue. Okay. Let's not end here. Let's try to. Now you can have a good visualization of all the data. You can see that one of the species is actually separated from the other ones, you can see. Okay, so let's change up the colors just like we have here. So I'm going to say, at this point, I'm going to say call is equal to, at this point, I'm going to say as dot integer, and I'm going to just say species. So this species is not an integer column, it's the last column of the data set, which is our first data set, but we are converting it, kind of changing it to integer. So I'm going to run, and then let's see what we have right here. And you can see how beautifully we created a 3D plot. So there are many other things we can do. For instance, creating a plane, a contour map, and also a heat map, and a whole lot of other things we can do. But for now, I would like you to play around with these two packages I've taught you, scatter plot and plot 3D. Try to also do line. For instance, I can change to type is equal to line L. And let's see what we have here. You can see it doesn't make much sense. So I'm going to stop here. This is how to create a 3D plot and also to create an interactive plot in RStudio. And we are going to see in the next lesson. I'm going to thank you for viewing. Please remember to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button below, and we continue in the next part.